Yeah. Uncle send me money. Uncle send me money. Uncle, please send me money now. Uncle, don't stay. Never send me money. A lot of you people in Africa don't understand what people are going through here in Europe. A lot of you people don't understand. Every day you are out there asking, Uncle, send me money. Auntie, send me money. Sister, send me money now. Sister, do me this now. Social media has revolutionized the way life is right now. My brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. You are in Africa, you are in Europe. Right now, we are living on a very same playing field. There are ways you can hustle. A lot of ways to hustle right now. This social media thing has changed the game. There are people in Africa who are living way more better than how people who are stuck in Europe are living. A lot of people have come to Europe. A lot of them, they can't even, they're like, why did I come to this Europe? They're looking for a way to go back. Because they had their small hustles in Africa, or they had where they were really earning some living in Africa, and they abandoned that hustle and came over here overseas thinking that they'll come on, like just make it immediately. Nah, it's not something, it's a gradual process. You might take 5, 6, 7, or 10 years before you even start making some monies or start thinking of how you want to, like, what you want to do with your life in future. Maybe you already had a future in Africa. You had a job, a comfortable job. You were making some hundreds of thousands of whatever currency, CFA francs, naira, or whatever. But you decided to like sell all those things and come to Europe, thinking that you're just coming to like dive into that wealth, which with the concept that you guys have, that you're coming to dive into that wealth and start making that money here in Europe. It's not like that. It's not like that. I know people who've lived in this country or in Europe for 10 years as asylum. They're still seeking for that asylum. They're still waiting for that positive, that accord. They're just living on hand to mouth, handling jobs. Move here, move right, left, move right. Before they understand or before they realize they're already 40 years, they're already 45, they're already 30, they're already 35. They've already spent half of their physical age to really make it in life. So what are they going to do? But they'll be working all their money, still sending that money to Africa. All the challenges which they have, they'll be like, to try to support their people, to try to prove themselves, to try to like, bro, there's nothing to prove right now in this life. Your life really matters. Your life really matters. If you understand what I'm saying. I don't say you shouldn't help, but you should help. But think about yourself as well. Is your life okay? Is your life fine? Are you saving for your pension? At the end of the day, we all will retire from whatever job we're doing right now. By our 60s, if we have that energy and that good health to work until that time. A lot of people do go on early pensions. Yeah, it's very obvious, it's very certain. Do go on early pension. But if you are lucky to work until that age, you are 60, bro, if you don't have money saved for yourself, who's going to feed you when you are on that age? Are you going to live in the same apartment where you are living? Are you going to afford the rent? Are you going to be able to make it? So ask yourself those questions. If you're not saving for yourself right now, and you think maybe when you are that age, something will fall from heaven or there'll be some blessing from somewhere to sustain your life at that time, then man, you really you're wrong. A lot of people do go on pension in this country without having any dying, without saving any money. They'll be like, okay, this is my pension, this is what I'll be getting. But that money won't be enough. The money, your job, pension, and all those small monies. If you go on retirement, you have 4,000 or 3,000 saved on your pension. Is that money going to be enough for you to live for the next 20 years or how many years which you're going to like live? So my brothers and sisters, man, when you're spending your money, just make sure you like keep some small money aside for your pension and for any emergencies, because your job in this country is not guaranteed. You can lose your job at any time. If you lose your job, where are you going to be? You're going to be squatting with some other people, because as soon as you miss your rent payments, you miss your electricity bill, you miss your gas bill, you miss your council tax bill, all those things will be accumulating. Those people don't care if you are from Africa or you from wherever or which country. As soon as you, as far as you've registered, your name is there, it's your bill. You have to pay it. Life is so hard overseas. It's very expensive. Accommodation, very expensive. Utilities, very expensive. To meet up, you have to meet up. You have to live to the standards. You have to live to the standards. And to live on that standard or to that standard, it comes with the cost. We are all living in the same environment, the same prices. House prices are the same in everywhere. It doesn't look black or white. As far as you want to live in that place, you have to afford it. Then talk about people, men, people who are divorced, single people who are single men who are living on their own, but they've got 2 or 3 children outside. They have to pay for those children, alimented. They have to pay child support. They have to pay maintenance fee. How much are they ending? How could they sustain themselves when at the end of the month, part of their salary is being slashed, sent to their 2 children outside? Their house rent is there. Maybe they have a present wife at home with some other kids. At the end of the month, that's how their wife at home will be looking at them. Now the month has ended, right? So where's the money? You've already sent about 700 or 800 pounds outside. Then you've left to maybe 1,000 or 1,200 with you. If you're earning maybe 2,000 or 2,500. Bro, people don't earn much money in this country. If you're lucky to earn 2,500, then you're fine. If you earn 3,000, you're fine. Above that, then you're a skilled worker. Yes. Houses are expensive. From 800 pounds, 750, 3 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 750, 3 bedroom, depending the environment with your kids. 1,004, 1,005. This is outskirts of London. I'm talking about different areas. Leicester, Coventry, some areas in Birmingham, all those places. That's the cost. If you have your kids, you have your wife, you guys just have to manage together and try and support your life together. But, I mean, we Africa, that's not where our life ends. There's a lot of burdens. There's a lot of support. People coming from outside. We have to support all those people outside. Our cousins out there. Our brothers' children. Our sisters' children. They, in Africa, they don't understand the set of life we are living here. According to them, they feel or they think that money has to come no matter what. Uncle send me this, auntie send me this. But it's not that. It's not like that. I mean, don't see somebody here that somebody's overseas, somebody's in Europe. You just feel or think that person has money. Maybe that person is living in debt. Maybe that person must have borrowed some money from the bank to do whatever. Or maybe that person is going through a very difficult situation. That person was found, in some certain way, has to pay back some taxes. That person was trying to do something and it didn't work out. That person have some student loan bills to pay. The accommodation problem. We all have supported. We have sent money to Africa. We have tried. We have supported people. But a lot of them don't appreciate. A lot of them didn't value the efforts which we made to support them, send them money, build houses, contribute for their education. You can't do that forever in life. You can't do that. You can do that for some few years. Every African who has been in this country or in Europe, I know my people. They're very hardworking. They always want to support. We all have done it. We supported our cousins, our sisters, our nephews, nieces, who sent them to school. But it won't last forever. You can't depend on your uncle, on your cousin, someone who's outside forever. A lot of people in Africa don't understand that whatever business we are trying to like create down there is for their own betterment. Is to support the family and make sure the family has something. But after trying to like assist or support your family, a lot of them will just like squander your money. A lot of them will put themselves first. That's to show you that if they were the ones who were over here, overseas, I don't think they will even think about you. You send your sister money to build a house for you, she disappear with the money. You ship some cars to the port for your sister to claim those cars, they inflate the price. They tell you something. You try to do business to help them, it doesn't work out. You send money to them from January to December. The month you doesn't send the money, they call you bad name. They forget about all the good things you've done to them. Life is not like that. At the end of the day, you yourself who's sending that thing, think about your own life or check your own life, your own self. If you are broke, who will help you? Ask yourself, if you are broke, who will help you? All those people you claim you're helping right now, they wouldn't be there. By the time you start hitting your 60s or 70s, you don't have job to work. Even your own kids, like in this Europe, even your own kids sometimes they won't come and assist you on anything. They won't. Their own life will be there, very hard for them to live. This country is difficult. Even the citizens themselves, life is hard. They're all living on credit. They have credit, mortgage houses, cars. That's why, they smoke, drink. They're not happy. They're not happy. Because whatever they think is just the bills that they have to pay. They have to pay their gas bill. They have to pay their mortgage. Money has gone. They're trying always to make ends meet. They're not happy. They see you, somebody from outside. They're not even happy. Then it's not your fault. It's not your fault. So my advice to all those people in Africa right now, man, you guys should try and look for ways to start supporting yourself. Look for ways to step up, no matter what. Forget about the fact that your uncle or your auntie or your this or your that, if they want to do, they will do. If they don't want to do, or if they have tried what they could, it's not gonna last forever. I know people who even abandoned their own children in this country and flew away to a different country just because they bought them. They can't meet up with the elementary. They can't meet up with the child support. They run away because their life can be better. You are living in a country. You don't live with your wife. You have 2 kids out there with a girl you intended to marry. You have 2 kids with her. She's living on her own, and you living on your own. You have to pay every month some certain amount of money. That money goes out. I mean, it would have been cheaper when this family, you guys were living together on the same roof. Then you spend this money together. But now this person is outside. You have to be paying out there. Your own life. How is your own life going to be? So it means every month you're just like working on deficits. You understand? Just like working on deficit. It becomes so difficult and frustrating. That's how this life is. And a lot of people outside, a lot of people who are not used to or know the system, they just like think, government is giving these people the money or whatever. The government will give these people money, the kids or child benefit, but you as a parent, you as the father, when you are around and you register as the father of those children, you will be paying. You'll be paying. There will be that support. It's not for free. And if you're not careful, that's how your life will just be, deteriorating. You're going downhill. There's no focus again. You won't be looking nice. You don't look fresh. You just like look, anyhow, because where is your life? How you do it? It's not everyone who's fortunate to have a good job. It's not everyone who's that opportune. Life is opportunity. Life is luck. So you could be anywhere and still have that luck in life. And that's why they say many are called, but few are choosing. Those few who are choosing, they don't write anything on their head. But so try to be that one who is choosing. All can be chosen, but the concept which we have or which we know that few are choosing. You can't be one of those who are choosing. So don't relent in your effort on anything which you are doing. Try to do something. When they tell you something, people who are out here overseas are giving you guys advices down there in Africa that try and do this, try and do that. Try and do it. That is the reality. There are a lot of people who are regretting why they even came overseas. That's for sure. They're regretting. And there are a lot of people who didn't come. They're more successful. They're living in more beautiful and nice houses in Africa. Nice and beautiful houses. If it's 3-bedroom duplex, sometimes 4, even if it's 2, well furnished. Come to the UK, see how people are living here in small scraps, small, tiny, small, small environment, shared flats, very uncomfortable, no space. It's very, very uncomfortable. They might have some small change in your pocket. That change is just like pay your rent or the standard of life here. Everything look flashy. But no, that's not a life. If you're in Africa, you have small money, your life is more comfortable. So if you have that opportunity to make that end in that place, then do it, bro. Do it. Do something. Don't relent in your effort. Even if you are, you've completed, you've graduated from the university. Look around. What is that thing which is giving people money? How could you make money? Invest your time on that. Invest. You have the time. If you have the time to invest on what you love or what you want to do, if you are determined, I think you make it. You make it. Don't be a quitter. They say you fail only when you quit. But if you're consistent, that consistency will become successful or will become a success. You know what I'm saying? So that is it, man. In Europe, people don't have time. Their whole time has been taken. You leave your home from Monday to Friday, sometimes on weekends, you go to work, you come back, you're tired. The government will decide what you have to earn. Your salary is there's a cap. That's your pay. That the same salary is what you have to break down. This goes for my this goes for my house. I send this as a support. I take this and do that. How many do you save? A lot of people don't have savings in their accounts. There's none. There's no money saved. If they're in trouble, who will help them? Here, your auntie is not here to help you. Your sister is not here to help you. You come here, you live with your sister for 2 weeks. The next week, she start banging on your door. When are you going out? When are you looking for a job? When do you want to do that? That's why a lot of people over here don't have time to hustle in different areas. They only have to focus on one thing, their work. Because that's where the money is coming from. If they lose their job, they'll be stranded. They'll be stopped. So they just have to focus on that. They don't have that time. They don't have those people who keep them in their house for a period of time for them to try different hustles. Nah, nobody keeps you. In Africa, we are blessed. You could live in your auntie's place. You could live in your cousin's place. You could try somehow. You could be somewhere in a shelter. Make use of those privileges which you have over there. Because here, your auntie, your sister, some of them will even send you out of the house. Some of them to even live with your auntie or your sister is a trouble. They won't receive you. They will tell you, this is Europe. Why did you come here this time? This is winter. Nothing is happening now. You would have stayed in that country and come back in another time. Wow. Auntie, you're not happy to see me? The fact that I come right now, is it the trouble? It's the life. Life is unfair. Life is not treated them fairly. They live in a small space. Maybe 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom house. With your 2 kids. You came over. You'll be sleeping in your living room, on your couch. Making life uncomfortable. But this is life. You know what I mean? We have to support. But not everybody will take that. So sometimes, man, what people are going through in this Europe is unspeakable. It is unspeakable. People are everybody's swallowing his thoughts, but a lot of people are still trying to voice it out there, explain to people how it's going on. So, man, if you're in Africa, you're making something, my advice is just for you to be consistent. Just believe in that. There's no true life. Because after you must have come to Europe, you'll be thinking again or trying to go back to Africa. Some of them will build houses in Africa to invest. To build a house in Africa is not an investment. You build a house in Africa for you to go and stay after you retired, after you 60 or 70 years. 70 years, that house has already stayed for maybe 25 years. By the time you go there, you don't even have energy to rock that house. You don't have it. You just live for some few years, and the stress and everything, the facilities, medical facilities, the bills you have to, you start paying serious bill. You start paying for different treatments and stuff. It's so complicated. It's so complicated. Invest where you are. Invest where you are. If you're working in this country, living in this country, you think this is the place which you want to live, invest here. There are different ways to save money and use it during your pension. Stop taking all your money out and living dryness, living on dry surface here without anything. When you retire, you don't have anything in your pocket. You have a house in Africa, but that house doesn't generate you money. That's just where you go and live. When you go there after you're 70, you live in that house, you won't even have money for treatment because it's expensive over there to treat yourself, to cure yourself. But that money which you invested on that house, if you would have kept that money here for yourself or save it, hide it somewhere, you'll be using that money here, using it well. In a normal, you'll be using the money. Your retirement age, you have something in your pocket. You'll be going out, you'll be chilling. You have something. You could travel around. You could visit some people. You live comfortably. Your mind will be at peace. You won't have any stress. Maybe living without stress will make you live longer. And living longer is living healthy. You know what I'm saying? So, man, people in Africa, you guys should start hustling. You guys should think of how to invest your time on what could bring some monies and finances to you. Your uncle or your auntie or whoever, stop depending on those people. They're not going to help you forever. If they've supported you through college, through high school, or even through uni, I think it's enough. You can't be depending every time. You can't be. So make sure you get your things right and put yourself right. This is T. Nelson. Thank you.